I'd like to show you how to build your bulletin using the Sola Online Worship eResource. We're going to use bulletin templates, which after you've logged in to your SOWeR resource, you can come to this page and you'll see weekly worship, liturgies and services, bulletin templates, hymns and music. We're going to go to bulletin templates first. For the sake of this demonstration, we're going to choose the Lutheran Book of Worship Communion Setting 1. I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to save that link out to the desktop. Save it there. Now I've already saved it there, so I'm just going to hit cancel. Now let's go on out to the desktop and we'll show you here where you've got that. We're just going to open it up by double clicking it. Now I'm opening this Word file with LibreOffice. LibreOffice and OpenOffice and Word are very, very similar in the way that they work, and LibreOffice and OpenOffice are very, very free as well. So being thrifty, that's what I like to use. So we're going to open that file. When this file opens, I'll show you how to maneuver around, and we're going to start right here with the name of the church. So I'm going to put in the name of my church. I'll put in the address. Phone number. And the web address. I recommend that you put www first so that people are tipped off that this is a web address. This coming Sunday is the 6th Sunday after Epiphany. February 16th. Now you'll note throughout here that there are places where we can put in our particular hymn numbers. I'm just going to put in a hymn number indiscriminately. 672. I know it's probably not the number, but nor is it a hymn that I would choose for this Sunday. But I'm just going to put it in so you can see how easy it is to change these things throughout. My sermon title this week is First Catechism. If you want to, you can put your name there. And you have various other things to change here too. Now as you scroll down, you'll notice it says that there's a manual column break. It may be worded a little bit differently in Word, but it's still going to show that there's a manual break there. It might be a page break instead of a column break. I'm going to show you how to take that out. You click after postlude, which is the last thing on the last page before that manual break. I'm going to hit enter a couple of times, and now I'm going to hit delete, and it's going to pull everything up onto that page. So you see how it is here. Now, you may want to use one or more or all of these announcements just as they are. I'm going to leave those there. I kind of like them. I'm going to change here to this announcement. Don't forget. Council meets. Now all I'm doing when I'm changing these is I'm highlighting and then I'm typing in whatever I want the new heading to be. I'm going to highlight. Type in the announcement that I want to have in there. Now, at the very end of my announcements, I'm going to hit a few more spaces, and I'm going to just hit a lot more spaces now, because you might put in a lot more announcements and they're going to take up these spaces, but I just want to get onto the front page here, where you may have a bulletin service that is pre-printed, the full color thing there. You won't need to worry about any of this if that's the case, but if you want to use the black and white graphic to put it in here, I want to show you how to do that. So we're going to go back now to our Sola page. We're going to go to weekly worship. We're going to click on this week's worship, and you'll notice that here we have a black and white graphic and here we have a color graphic. Now if I click on that color graphic, it's going to open up the full high resolution graphic that you can use as a full color with a color printer or copier. But this week I want to show you how to use this black and white one. So click on it so that it enlarges it. Right click on the graphic and save the image. And again, I'm going to save it to the desktop. And I like to save it by something that I recognize, like the date. Now it's already there, but I'm going to show you how I've changed the date. We've got 2014, 0216. This just helps me keep all these graphics in order. So I'm going to save it there. I'm going to override it. I'm going to close that file now, and I'm going to go out to the desktop. And there it is. Now I'm going to drag it right over the top of my file and open it up in there and drop it right on the page where I want it. There you go. Can't be easier than that. Now I've got page down a little bit more, and then I'm going to click and hold this graphic and drag it up a bit, keeping it centered on the page. Now I've got some of those empty spaces right down here. I'm going to back them up, delete those out, because I want to put in my own copy now. And I've got this on in a text file. I'm just going to copy it all out. Go back here and paste it in. Now I want to change that from the bold that it set in there for whatever reason. I'm going to change it to centered copy. I want to change the paragraph styles here. Take out all those extra spaces in there. So now it's nice and tight. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to change it to bold. I'm going to take this little byline that the church likes to put on everything, change it to italic. I think I'd like to change the spacing in here to 8 point instead of 11 in between each line, just to tighten that a skosh. And the last one, there we go. Now some of that information is repeated on the inside here, but that's okay. Sometimes people miss it in another place. So remember, you can change all of your other hymns, etc. in here. If you have other announcements, you can always just copy it out. Put new announcements on the back page. But remember, as you do that, or perhaps the announcement is a little bit deeper and has more verbiage, it's going to take up space on this side over here. So don't forget to come back over here and just hit delete or backspace until you get things back up the way you wanted to be on the page. Now let's just do a preview of the page. So you see, this is how my bulletin's going to look now. Pretty nice. Now I think there needs to be a little bit less space up here than there is there, so I'm going to close the preview. I'm going to go back out here and hit backspace again. Now I'm going to do a preview once again just to see what things look like. There we go. Now we're starting to look like it. So you get the general idea of now how to use templates and the artwork that's provided for you in the Sola Online Worship eResource. I hope this has been helpful to you. Of course, I assume you know how to save your files and print them from here. If you have any questions, you can drop me an email at that email address that I just highlighted there, and I will try to answer any of your questions. Look for more of these videos in the future on how to use different parts of your Sola Online Worship eResource. Thanks.